continue in segment 7 with the power of pictures. It's where we often showcase still photographers, but tonight the images are drawings by Iraqi children. They were made in the wake of what the U.S. military called its shock and awe campaign, the intense bombing of Baghdad and other parts of the country at the start of the invasion. The pictures are part of a traveling exhibit now here in New York. The sponsor, a nonprofit arts organization, believes how kids see war is something to look at.
I titled the show Shocked and Awed after the initial bombing campaign of Baghdad. We were hoping to give people an opportunity to understand the impact of war on children, the impact of the massive bombing assault on their city. And the drawings directly communicate this experience, the incredible emotion that comes through in the drawings, the despair as well as the hope. The drawings were done by children in the Assail primary school in Baghdad, just weeks after the bombing.
The school was looted. When we arrived, it was wrecked. The teachers were petrified of doing anything political, but they agreed to let us come in there with my camera. I brought the art supplies into the classroom, and the teacher explained, what did you see during the last 2 or 3 weeks? Out your window, what happened to your family? What happened to you? I saw energy that exploded inside those classrooms.
The first time that I saw these drawings, it was overwhelming. It was a very, very powerful, moving experience.
It was war at its most raw through very apolitical, innocent eyes. What they saw was horrific, and what they drew was horrific.
The boys are fascinated with armament, and they draw battle scenes, which kind of universal. The girls show more images of families and caring for wounded, and there's an image of a crying girl, which is recurrent. This is a typical boys image, but with fantastic detail of the fighting. You see American paratroopers and the helicopters and the tanks. It's a drawing that you'll see boys do anywhere, but this was the real thing. Boy is age 11. Here's a very sympathetic image showing American soldiers distributing Red Cross aid to Baghdad civilians. There's an image of rebuilding. It's an image of hope by a 10-year-old. This is an image of houses being bombed. It's perhaps the most familiar images of missiles striking houses. And a house is a house anywhere. It's the children draw, have the same gabled roof and the flowers in front. It's very sad. And it's done by Nivian Abdu, who's in the 4th grade. Artistically, this is one of the most powerful images in the show. It takes a moment to understand what you're looking at, but this red ribbon is the tigress running red with blood. It was drawn by Ahmad Samir, who's 14. Here's a beautiful image of hope, and it says, I'm Juan Salim Yunis. I'm from Iraq. I'm 10 years old. With one hand, we build Iraq. Art can sensitize people, and as well as break down barriers and fears. People know so little about other cultures that it's easy for them to believe that people are not like us. This image is one of the saddest images in the show. It shows a girl just devastated and crying, and in Arabic it translates to, "Where's my dad?"
Just try to imagine what this whole last year has been like for the Iraqis and for kids in Baghdad. Children are the most sensitive and vulnerable creations we have.
All children are just that, they're children, and it will take a very, very long time for these terrible scars to heal.
Morning papers after the break.